What are shareholders in a corporation? A shareholder is an owner of a corporation. It's just a business owner. If you have a corporation, you have shareholders, one or more. So if the business owner owns the entire corporation, they're the sole shareholder. Whether the corporation has 1 share or 100 shares, it doesn't matter. The shareholder is the sole owner of the corporation. But you could have 2 shareholders. Maybe they each own 50% of the shares of the corporation. You might say, hey, what are shares? Well, shares are just pieces of paper that say how much of a corporation do you own. So a corporation might have 100 shares, for example. That means if you own 15 of the shares, you own 15%. But a corporation could also have 1,000 shares. And if you own 10 of those 1,000 shares, you obviously own 1%. So a corporation, by the way, can usually create more shares or divide the shares. So if you have a stock split, let's say a corporation has 2 owners and they each own 50 shares, there are 100 total shares. If you have a stock split and every stock divides into 2, the corporation goes from having 100 shares to 200 shares. And each owner goes from having 50 shares to 100 shares. Now, if you own 100 shares of a 200 share corporation, you have 50%. Likewise, if you own 50% of 100 shares of a corporation, you own 50%. So it doesn't matter how many shares you own, really. What matters is what is your percentage of ownership in the company. So that gives you an idea of what shares are. They are just documents that say, hey, this is how much you own of a company. And a company can be divided up many different ways. It just has to issue more shares. So shareholders are owners of a corporation. Contrast that with LLCs. In an LLC, members are the owner of the LLC. So just like shareholders own a corporation, members own an LLC. And we call all of them business owners. You are welcome to subscribe to the Aaron Hall Attorney YouTube channel. You are welcome to subscribe to our little reminder email system at aaronhall.com/free. You can also sign up and follow us on other social media sites. I'm Aaron Hall, an attorney for business owners and entrepreneurial companies. It was a pleasure answering your questions from an educational perspective. As I always say, before you rely on any of this, consult with an attorney. It's my hope that you use these questions to identify topics and questions to bring up with your attorney. I hope you are doing well. Take care.